so excited to bring you Living the Fit Life from this amazing facility.
Well, before we get into the specifics of Rock House Fitness Spa, let us introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Babidiye Robinson.
And I'm Nakato Blair. Hey, I guess we need to tell people
A little bit about who we are.
just a little bit, don't you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Nakato and I started, 3 decades?
1,000 years.
Okay, we'll just say 1,000 years. We started a while back in the business, and actually you started first.
I sure did, at a small women's gym, so I'm coming full circle here in San Diego, California, called Body Works a long time ago, but that was a lot of fun. I loved working there. And then you came and joined me.
Yeah, because you know what? I was working at AMD, and I was
Right.
working in the office, remember? And I was
Yeah,
doing
I
a
do.
secretary kind of thing. And I was like, she ain't getting in better shape than me. So I left AMD and I started working out with you.
You really did. It was a lot of fun, though.
But back in those days, we started with aerobics because 30 years ago, aerobics was the big thing.
Certainly
Everybody was
was.
jumping up and down, and there really wasn't a big background on what you had to do. If you were fun and you had good energy,
Right.
you got the job.
You got the job. But then they started the certifications. They started coming through, and then the step craze came in. And just, are we really dating ourselves? We are, but we don't care because we're allowed to say that. This is 30 years later. And now we're at the point where we really want to share what we do with others and for you to learn about others and what they do in this wonderful business of ours, the fitness industry.
Exactly. Living the Fit Life is about just meeting people and talking to them about their lives, people that are inside doing all the work. This is a service industry.
Right.
And also there's so many amazing stories that we want to tell and are going to tell about people's lives in fitness.
And I know on television they do a lot of stories of extreme stories, but we want to get some everyday stories too, and from people from all walks of life, young, old, from any walk of life. We want to make sure everybody's stories can be told. So, yeah, here we
Let's
go.
get started.
Living the Fit Life. You know, I want to talk about the latest trends right now in fitness, and Shape Magazine, who we love, of course, you know, they're always on top of what's going on. There's one called Fun Runs right now. That's kind of the #1 hottest new fitness trend. And what it is people are getting away from traditional running, and they're doing obstacle course running, and they're doing what's called mud runs, which I think is very interesting. But I'm starting one, and we're going to call it a shopping run. Get a bunch of our girls, do a 5K to the mall, go shopping, leave, carry the bags home, and that's our resistance. What do you think about that?
I think that's a lot of fun. I think that's fun.
I think that would be a lot of fun. But secondly, there's a young lady in Australia, and she has started this amazing trend right now. She's got about 700,000 people on her Instagram, and she's young, in her 20s. Her name is Kayla Esteen, and her goal right now is to really get women in her country moving and motivating, and she's got some of the Victoria's Secret models doing the same thing with her, so we just want to give her kudos right now. She's the hottest thing in Australia, so good to you down there, Kayla. Okay? And then now we're talking about there's a new thing with selfies right now. Okay. It's where you take a picture of yourself after your workout and then you post it on your social media, which I think is great because we talked about that before with posting it for yourself, let your friends see you, and then over a period of time,
You can really get to see what you look like too.
You really do.
So you're doing the selfie and you're posting it, and then a few weeks later you're doing another one.
Selfie, right.
So you get a chance really to see your metamorphosis happen, and also you get to send it out to your friends so they can see your changes too.
that's exactly right.
On the nutritious side,
Yeah.
we've got this new drink. They're called clean green drinks.
Right.
And I want to say it because if you say it really fast, you know. But anyway, we know the good nutrition that green drinks bring. And her name is Candace Kumai, and
Okay.
she was a former model,
right.
and she's a chef, and she's a New York bestseller, and her book is called Clean Green Drinks.
Oh, wow.
And so we know the importance of chlorophyll in green drinks
Right.
and how good it is for your health. And so this is one of the latest things that's out there. It's like the hottest thing that's going on in fitness news as far as drinks are concerned.
Well, that invigorates you, and it just kind of sets you back up, especially if you have one right after a workout. So It's great to have a clean green jinx. Look at me, I can barely say it. Clean green jinx.
Drinks.
Drinks. See, there it goes. It's a tongue twister as well, but you know, we want to give her
some kudos too.
kudos.
You
as
go,
well.
Candace.
Thanks,
You go.
Candace. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So what's next? We want to talk about our favorite fitness people outside of the Rock House Fitness Spa.
Exactly. We're going to talk about the latest things that are trending, and we're going to start with Sean Thompson.
Okay.
Everybody knows him as Sean T. He's the guy that created hip hop abs.
Yeah, hip hop
and
Insanity. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he's got a new workout now, and the new workout is this 25-minute workout. And what he's saying is, he can give you an hour's worth of training inside 25 minutes and kick your butt.
It's called Focus T25. Yeah.
So you go, Sean. We're excited about your new workout. And then our other guy, Tony Horton, P90X.
I don't know anyone who doesn't do P90X. Every time I go into a private gym, somebody's got P90X playing, and I think it's great because he just put everything together, which is great. So
That's
what's
so
he doing
funny.
now?
You know, it's funny. I'm going to tell a story real quick. I was training this new guy yesterday, and I go to his house, and you know, we're getting ready to work out, and then with the P90X, like one of the first things that I see, I go, "Are you doing P90X?" He goes, "Yeah, but I need to do something else." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But so he's got a new workout, and it's a 10-minute ab workout, which is really cool because you can get all parts of the abs, from the rectus to the transverse to the obliques, and he covers all those muscle groups inside in 10 minutes.
Now that's pretty awesome.
So you go, Tony.
I look forward to that. Now we can't leave the girls out.
That's right. We love ourselves some Jillian Michaels.
Yeah, Jillian, hey girl.
You've got this new 30-minute workout, which we absolutely love, and it's a little bit of strength training.
Yeah, it's a circuit training workout, which is a lot of fun. And what I'm loving about all three of them right now is they're doing these real express training is what we call it. We've kind of done that in our business over the years, and people don't have a lot of time to get out there, so they're doing it in an express. So I think it's great. So
exactly. So you can get your abs in 10 minutes. You can get a real tough workout, a focused workout in 25 minutes.
So you get a weight training circuit in
30 minutes.
So there you go.
So there's no reason for people not to be able to exercise.
That's exactly right.
All right. So excited to have these amazing trainers with us today.
Extraordinary, actually, is the word I would use.
Okay, we're going to say extraordinary.
And the thing is that we can speak about this because we personally have experienced both of them.
Oh my God.
And so we're so excited to have them today. We have Tequila Redrick and Quentin Moss. And they are trainers here at Rock House Fitness Spa, which is one of the best places we've ever been to or seen in our lives. We love it here. Can I rephrase that? Master trainers.
Yes,
They are what we call
master trainers. I agree.
They're just so exceptional in their ability to teach and to grow people and to make you feel comfortable when you're with them and you want to learn and continue to move forward. So that's what I want to say about these two extraordinary people.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so
You can't
much.
make me cry today, right?
What'd you say?
I thank you. It's an honor.
We're
Come from two guys been in fitness for as long as Travis. It's just a pleasure to hear that.
Oh,
We take great pride in our work, and it's always a pleasure to meet new people. And just the fact that you guys actually give us such high praise, that's gotta say it's an honor coming from you too.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, it's just the truth because we experience it. And what I love about it the most is the consistency of it. It's not fake. It's not you're just trying to come in here and make people happy. Every single day that we come in here, your energy is always the same. You're able to just completely give everybody every part of both of you. And I know how that feels. You get home and get a little drained, but you still bring it to work all the time, and that's professionalism, and I respect that as a trainer. So
Thank you.
Thank
So what's that question we wanted to ask Tequila? Why are you so brutal?
I am not brutal.
She's very loving. She's very loving. She's very
I get it
loving.
from him.
Yeah, yes.
We're literally talking about the exercises. They're very challenging, right?
So we know you've been training for over 10 years.
Yes.
Actually, both of you have. And Tequila, you have this wonderful dance background on top of your bodybuilding history. So tell us a little bit about your creative process.
Okay.
Well, the dance and the cheerleading definitely helped. And so, you know, with anything, you guys are act and you sing and, you know, you prepare. And sometimes you can prepare the most perfect set or the most perfect routine and but you just kind of have to feel it and you just kind of have to go with it. And also assess like who you're with. Right. Because there's been plenty of times that I plan my workouts actually when I'm driving to the gym sometimes.
Okay.
And sometimes the best routines and the best workouts are the ones that I didn't plan. And so sometimes I'll go into class and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing today. And after class, they're like, that was the best class. And I'm like, really? But it's also about assessing what the clients need.
Right.
And sometimes what I'm thinking that they're needing might not necessarily be true. Wow. And so, like, for instance, today, you know, I wanted to do this crazy workout and all this, and I looked at the people in there, and I'm like, you know what? We're just going to work on range of motion, repetition, working on form, and that's what we're going to focus on today. Wow. We don't need to be jumping around and doing all the crazy stuff, because sometimes you just kind of have to just listen to your body.
That's exactly right.
And and I feel like I always say, like, God has given me a gift of knowing exactly like what you can handle and what you can't handle.
Yes.
And so I really enjoy that, and I enjoy pushing people, and I enjoy showing people that they can do things that they would never ever thought that they can do.
And you know, that's part of that mastery, because having the ability to have the discernment, really, to know what people need and to know what's needed in a class where you've got all different levels of people in your class, and you've got to be able to accommodate every single person, because every single person is coming here for a reason,
Right.
And they want results,
Right.
And
Exactly.
That's pretty much the bottom line. So that's really good. That's really good.
I totally agree with you on the daily need, because it does change each and every day depending on the people coming to your class. And I wanted to just make a comment about the lady this morning. You know, she's brand new, and you were just giving her so much love, and you're still showing, you know, all of us, we're still feeling it. But again, and I can attest to that, you were able to go to each person and make sure that each of them needed what they needed individually.
Well, because I want them to feel comfortable and I want them to feel successful. Right. So you never should be in any type of workout where you leave and you're like, I couldn't do anything, because that is going to discourage you from coming back and trying again. But I also want them to see that, you know, that progress, that room of growth. Because if you can come to my class too and do everything completely perfect, then I mean, you kind of need my job, you know. And like you say, it is very, very hard to teach to all levels, and you kind of have to know all the different modifications, and also know how to communicate that to people, and learn what those trigger words are.
Exactly. And what about you, Quentin? How do you do the same, or you have a different approach, obviously, because you're coming from the man's point of view?
My approach is a little bit different, but usually when I get to class, everything, when I walk downstairs, I'm writing things in my hand what I'm going to do. That's why every time I come to class, I want to know who's there, because everybody's different. It's like when you first met me, I was teaching a boxing class, and I looked at you and I said, okay.
Me.
You're new. And I smiled, because I was like, and you was like, I don't know you, I've never seen you before. I said, don't worry, we're going to have fun today.
That's exactly right.
I want everybody to have fun. I don't
That's
want them to come to class and just be like, oh, he just made me do 2 jabs. I did 2 right hands. It's boring. If something's boring, you're not going to do it. Every time I train somebody, I want them to have fun. I want them to know I'll be with you every step of the way. I won't let you quit. It's going to be hard and it'll be intense, but I will take you there to the finish line. If you work with me, I will take you where you need to be. So when I go to class, I walk downstairs, I look, okay, then I write out. Because everything I do is in my head. I freelance pretty much everything.
Wow.
Now, when you see me walking downstairs, you'll see me on my phone, I'm looking at my stopwatch.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, this is what we're going to do today. That's why you see me ask me questions. Oh, you have back problems? You have knee problems?
Yes.
And I'll make sure everybody has something that's going to specifically work exactly for them. That way they can grow and they'll feel like, okay, a lot of people do this for the money. And you know that. And when you do things for money, you get exposed. I've always trained people because I love doing it. I like to see the looks on people's faces when they say, I did that. When I have had clients be able to walk down the stairs for the first time, they felt too heavy, they walked like 3 blocks and said, I called you, I did it.
Right.
I love to hear conversations like that. I want them to always be engaged. Always keep pushing yourself and challenging yourself.
That's right.
So when I do my goals, it's the same thing every day. I walk downstairs, look at the clock, I glance and see who's with me, and I'm like, we go from there.
Okay. So I know you have a little bit of a mixed martial arts background too.
Yes.
So can you just tell us a little bit about that, how that came to be?
I walked in the gym one day. It was in Ultimate Fitness back in 2003. I had boxed when I was younger. My uncle, my father pushed me to it. I walk in the gym and Harold Holt walks to me and says, you got a great looking body. You should wrestle. And at first I was like, What do you mean? Then I know what he's talking about. So we went to the wrestling gym, and I was really good. I used to wrestle in high school, and I'd good enough to go to college.
Okay.
So when we went to the jiu-jitsu school, I beat everybody. I was only there for like 35 minutes.
Wow.
They said 35 minutes. And the coach was like, well, how long you been doing this? I was like, about 35 minutes. And after that, they said, I want you to do your first tournament. In my first tournament, I won gold. And after that, I started focusing on Muay Thai and my judo and Taekwondo and karate. And after that, I went 10-0 in amateur ranks.
Wow.
And I was just really good, just a natural, I just really gifted at it.
Yes.
Because when you wrestle with your brothers growing up and they're like 250,
Yeah.
it's just, you learn a couple of tricks in the trade. You have to do what you got to do.
Oh my
Wow.
So we hear the passion in your voice, and we hear the passion in both your voices. So my next question is, how do you both make this work?
Working out? Working out?
Because some days I'll take charge and some days she takes charge. I've always listened to her because I know she's a great trainer.
Yes.
There are days whereas I'll lead the workout and, you know, she takes a step back to me, which shows me respect, and I appreciate her for it, and I love her for that. And there'll be days where I take a step back, and I've had guys tell me, you're doing what she tells you to do? Because they see me in the gym, they see me doing things like, why are you listening to her? She's a woman. I said, then you never train. You have a lot of sexist people in the industry, you know?
Yeah.
And they don't understand.
Right.
It's a give and take relationship. And as long as we work together, we'll always have great workouts.
Good. And how does that work for your personal relationship? Is it?
Well, luckily, I mean, we share a lot of the same interests, so so it works out. I mean, we work out together, we train together, and he's the cook, so he cooks. So
That's
I feel
nice.
better.
Look, man, and cooks. And works out.
Well, we just want to say thank you to both of you, and God, what a pleasure you brought to our lives and changed us, because we have been in the business a long time, but we came here because we needed to become students again and to learn the latest and the newest stuff. And working with the two of you has really taken our own personal training and our clients to another level, because we're learning from you right now, and you can never be too old to learn, and that's what keeps everybody.
Yeah, and we're coining. I'm coining your name because I'm like, I did a tequila today. I did a tequila today. I took her through a tequila.
And it's so great. It's so great because this business, it's always moving. And the reason why we wanted to do this, the main reason is we wanted to tell stories of us who live this and we're in and out of this all day, every day, and how do we keep it going. So we just want to say thank you so much. Thank
So much. Nakato always has so many great things to say about you. She really enjoys training you, don't you, Nakato?
Yeah, well, we have a good time, don't we, Erin?
We have a great time.
We really do. You know, as soon as she pulls up, and I meet her at the door, and then we're getting out of the car, and we start the conversation there, and walking all the way to the gym, and we're talking, and as we're walking, we're talking about what's going on. So I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and
Well, all right, I will. I'm a retired social worker.
Okay.
All my life, I've done great things in terms of helping people and setting them up and getting them whatever they need.
Okay.
So, I guess about 10 years ago, I had a scare, which was I came down with a big bout of pneumonia and influenza, and I was on a breathing machine for 2 weeks, and it was kind of touch and go. So it really woke me up to that I take for granted my health and my physical well-being. So at any rate, I pulled through that, and really did pull through it. And since then, I've had some challenges, but I decided that if I don't focus on myself and take care of myself, that I can't take care of other people.
that's
That I
exactly
may
right.
want to.
That's exactly
You
right.
know that.
That's exactly right. And we met last summer.
Yes.
We met through another friend of mine, another client, and her name is Lisa, a wonderful young lady. And Ernestine and I just started talking, and she was telling me about what's going on with her. And we decided that this would be a good thing, working together and getting her upright again and pulled up. And and nice and strong in her body. So how do you feel now? What's going on with you right now?
I'm feeling much better. I want to tell you that I had made that commitment since 2004 to take care of myself, so that I was going to the gym, I was exercising, I was taking a course they call Silver Sneaker.
Yeah, that's a fun class.
Exercise course, which is primarily done in a chair.
Yeah.
For women and men of a certain age.
Yeah, of wisdom. Remember, we spoke
yes,
of that.
women of wisdom.
Women of wisdom. That's what we say
And I would use the machines at the gym and do everything that I was supposed to do. However, at some point, I kind of felt that I was still in the dark. I was doing all this stuff, but I wasn't understanding what was happening or what was helping and what wasn't helping, and whether I was, taking something out of alignment or whatever. So that's when I met you, Nakato, that I thought about how great would it be to have somebody training me and instructing me and educating me about my body and what I can do to really improve it.
That's right. And that's what we've been working on for almost a year now. So this is where we are. And as far as where you are, what did you want to ask her a question about Babidiye?
Well, I wanted to just find out, how everything's working for her now. You got started, you had some bouts going on in your life, and so the improvements that have been made, like what's the difference from substantial from the time that you started with Nakato and today?
That's a good word, substantial. I like that. When I came to Nakato, I was basically like this. Wow. I looked like an old woman. I mean, a really old woman, because when I walked, I had this tendency to bend over from my head and my upper body. So I looked, kind of like a witch. I don't know why I thought of a witch, but, somebody on a cane bent over. And I had always been a very physical person from when I was little. I water skied, I swam.
Oh, good.
I was a lifesaver. I took the life-saving instructor. I snow skied. I think I ice skated.
So muscles have memory.
Yeah, your muscle has memory. So
I was doing all that and very, very just loved to be active. I was on sailing races. I, hauled ropes and did all kinds of.
Ooh, she can work on the boat.
Yeah. So,
all right.
But so what you're saying now is, well, you used to do all that.
I used to
and you got
do that.
away from it, and
Exactly.
now you're upright, obviously, because you're sitting straight up in the chair.
Thank you.
And so, as far as you moving, getting in and out of the car,
Yes.
things like that.
just all the functional work, which I think is really important, and that's what we've concentrated on, her function. Okay, so
Exactly.
we just want to say thank you, and I'm so excited that we're working together, and it's a blessing to have you. It's not.
Well, I just want to say that it's for me, it's been absolutely amazing to just trust you.
Okay, thank you.
Trust everything you said to me, that it was always in my best interest, always to improve me.
Okay.
And the amazing thing that I will end with is that it worked, and it's still working.
Thank you.
Hi, we're here with beautiful Joanne, who is going to talk to us about the spa side of Rock House Fitness.
But I wanted to talk to you first. I actually started off in the spa business. Yeah, in California years ago. Worked for the Golden Door, which is a pretty well-known spa in the world. And it was fun because it's different from just a regular gym, if you will. So we just want to ask you, why the spa world, and what brought you into this world? What brought you here?
Spa has always been my world. I feel like people who are service-driven are born with that need to serve and that need to bring something to people's lives. For me, it's about the whole experience, about creating an experience for a person and to kind of get them away from their daily lives to a little, almost a mini vacation, a day of vacation.
Right.
Got you.
Exactly.
Okay, very good. And we would definitely like to ask you about the spa here and how it runs, how it works, and
services?
Services. We have a full service spa. So we have a full nail salon, full hair salon.
Wow.
We do all types of hair, all types of hair treatment, anything from a keratin to highlights to relaxers. We have some really, really talented hairstylists and some really talented nail technicians.
Oh, good. Good.
But we also have our lovely spa area where you get massages and facials. So we try to have the whole package.
That's good. And do you allow people from the outside are able to come in and be a guest here and have all their treatments?
We
Oh, that's
welcome people
wonderful.
to come in because some people come in for fitness and then see the spa and the salon and then they're interested in trying that way. Right. But some people come in for services and then they see how much fun they're having downstairs or they hear, you know, the noise and the action that's going on downstairs and they want to go down and see what's going on. So it works.
I know, and I love the idea of being able to come into a beautiful facility as this one is and having the choices of, you know, and I can get everything done in one place. I can get a massage, I can get my hair done, I can get my nails done, I can have a facial, I can go work out and take a class.
Spend the day.
Yeah, it's just, the concept is just so wonderful and so beautiful, and we are so drawn to it.
Really
that y'all know y'all can't get us out of here.
Well, we love having you.
We really do love it, and it is different, and it's set apart from pretty much everything else in the city, as far as from what I've seen in my experience here. Because you know there are a lot of gyms here, and there's a lot going on, but this is really special. And what would you say makes it special?
I think because we are a family. I feel like we are a family within the employees, and we're a family with our members. Everybody here feels like this is a part of who they are, and they want to give to our members everything that will make it a good experience for them. And members appreciate it, and they start to feel like a part of the whole concept.
Yeah, it's like all of you that are here are definitely on the same page. You all make, every single person that's here makes everyone feel comfortable.
Thank you.
Everyone feel welcome. I mean, we say that all the time. Me and Nakato say, we feel like family. We don't even feel like members. We feel like we just so much
And we
a
feel
part
like
of
you
it.
are.
So that's why we love coming here and being here and enjoying everything that you guys have to offer. And also too, we're getting results. I mean, we're getting results from what's going on here, which is so wonderful after always being in the service business ourselves, you know, taking care of people. So when you said that, I said, yeah, you are so right, because that service is just a part of who you are.
It has to be a part of who you are. You have to enjoy giving to people.
Exactly. I totally agree.
And like she said, you know, and walking in the door, it's good for us to come in and get that service because we're giving that
Giving
service
it
when
out,
we walk
yes.
out the door.
It's
So we come in and
very
get
important.
refueled, if you will.
It's very important, yes.
Rock House, so that's why we love it here too.
And you know, I wanted to ask you too, like when you make the choices of getting a massage therapist or a hairdresser, what is, you know, what do you look for in the process?
For me, I look for people who are like-minded, people who are concerned with their health, their a healthy living, a healthy lifestyle, people who have experience, people who are licensed, obviously. But also people who have a luxury experience, because that leads to good service. You have to know good service to be able to give good service. And so that's something I look for when I'm looking for new talent.
That's very good. That's very good. I like that.
Well, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, we couldn't wait to talk to you and find out all the good stuff about the spa here and how much we love it. And we just want to say thank you.
And thank you. We love having you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Was it something that was always there?
You know, it's something that I had thought about for a long time and definitely ruminated over, and that was definitely the kickstart.
Okay.
I needed an outside source to kind of give me a catalyst to say, you can do what you want and you can create that for yourself.
Right. Okay. So that's very good. And what would you say right now? Because this is what we call the freshman year, and I know Laura mentioned that a little earlier, but it's the freshman year of your teaching. And so far, where would you say you are right now? What have you learned so far?
You know, I have definitely really had to take a moment and step back and realize how important hard work is. You know, you have these fanatical ideas of the fairy tale you want to create for yourself, be it with love, be it with your career, and we think that we'll be able to create this beautiful atmosphere of following our passions. And as I've stepped into really pursuing a career that I want to create for myself, it is that humble notion that consistent hard work is the only way to get there, and create a lifestyle for yourself that's going to be satiating and give something to people. So it's been a very rewarding process of humbling myself and knowing when to pull back and knowing when to really give my all and focus my energy in a very directed manner.
And I know that the class that you do the third Tuesday of every month, where we're over here in Brookhaven area, and I know the ladies really look forward to that. I mean, I know I'm old school, been there for 10 years, and they love it, but they really enjoy you coming in because it's fresh and new.
And we're all learning from you. I'm learning from you too, because you're getting the latest, and this is what I've learned over the years. No matter how many years we've been in it, when someone new or younger is coming in, you can still learn from that person, because as far as I'm concerned, you're getting the latest information, so I can come and learn the latest from you too, and it just betters my class as well. So I just want to say thank you so much, because I do enjoy having you in that class.
Thank
I love
you.
your
Thank you so much.
and your go-get-it attitude. There's nobody better right now.
I appreciate it a lot.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say, Nakato speaks so highly of you and your family, and just God bless you, and thank you for what you've brought and what you're bringing here at Rock House Fitness.
Yeah, that class rocks.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Good.
So glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're always welcome. I just want to talk about yesterday a little bit. You are getting so strong. I mean, now you're getting to the point where I can't spot you anymore because the weights are too heavy for me.
I just don't want to let me break my nose.
Yeah, exactly. I know, doing those French curls, but it's been so much fun to watch this metamorphic change, if you will. So I just wanted to introduce you. This is Mark Sofji. And Mark is an investment banker here in Atlanta and has a very successful business, but he's more than that. He's an extraordinary man. And he's my client, and we're going to talk about his story. So we're going to let him tell you what's going on.
Mark, it's so funny. I was saying the other day, when I come in, right before, when you guys are training, because I have a client that's around the same time, right at the end of your session, she gets started, but I get there a little early. And every time I see you, you're like either hanging over something, or breathing really loud, but you guys are always having a good time and you're always laughing. But your story is just so amazing, because your back was broken twice. So tell us how that happened.
Well, the first time it was an accident, and my back was broken very bad, and it crushed my lower vertebrae from L5 down to my sacrum, and so they had to pull out the broken bones and replace it with cadaver bone, and then they put steel rods and pins and screwed me together. And then the second time I It was my fault. Did it myself.
What'd you do?
Play golf. I was playing golf, which they told me never to do again, but
Yeah.
that was their first mistake saying.
Yeah, what not to do.
Exactly, you can't do that anymore.
And you know what golf does? I mean, swing.
swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And where are those rods going?
And that's what happened. It popped.
Yeah,
So,
no
broke in
rotation.
half.
So did they have to go back in and fix the rod? or
Yeah,
they...
no, they actually they took me from the golf course to the operating table because the rods were floating around in my spine and they didn't want them to cut anything in half. So they opened me up and pulled all the back broken parts out. I actually had them in a bag for a long time. I don't know what happened to them. My partner said it looks like bicycle parts, but anyway. So
It's painful just to think
Was that for like a reminder?
yeah, the doctor gave them to me. He said, "Here's your bag of parts, broken parts." And but the second time was actually worse than the first time because the surgery was so much more in depth. But anyway, so I survived that, and it wasn't a very successful surgery, so I had to have 4 other surgeries after that surgery. So I spent a lot of time at Shepherd Spinal Center, back and forth. About 6 years in total, going back and forth to Shepherd Spinal Center.
And while you were at Shepherd, did you go to any physical therapy?
No,
were they able
it
to
was-
take you through anything?
They really didn't want me to do physical therapy because my back was broken so bad that and I tried to seek out help from other people, and they would look at me and go,
I'm not touching you. Wow. Wow.
So they once again told me, don't play golf, don't do this, don't do that, don't do any of this stuff. And I obviously wanted to go do all those things again.
Of course.
And I was a little bent over, and I was using a cane, and they kind of said, that's probably how you're going to end up. Wow. And I said, no.
Oh my God.
See, whenever I hear
Figure
that,
out something else.
exactly. Whenever I hear that, my first thought to myself is, "There's no way. We're getting rid of that cane. We're going to move on." So, when we met at the Paramount, and you asked me, "Do you think you can help me?" And I just emphatically said, "Absolutely, I certainly can." Yes.
It's very brave.
We can get your back in shape. And we started with some functional work and started slowly working you and getting you into good core shape so that we can move you into what you really wanted to do, which is where we are now. But
God, how exciting is that now? Because you're doing bodybuilding training.
he's bodybuilding now.
That's amazing.
We are bodybuilding, and it's awesome to see the
Yeah, it was to the point where I would go out on my boat, or I would go try to do something that I wanted to do for fun, and everybody around me would say, "No, you can't pick that up. No, don't pick that up. No, don't pick that up. Don't bend over. You're not allowed to bend over." And now we go out, and I'm the guy that's doing all this stuff. So,
Wow.
Because you just did that fishing trip not even 2 weeks ago and brought back
sure
that wonderful snapper I made for you. Wasn't it delicious?
One of my,
That was great snapper.
and I told you that I got a compliment because one of my nieces looked at me when we were getting off the boat, and she was like, "Wow, Uncle Mark is pumped."
That's the best way it could be. So we just want to thank Mark for joining us today, and we're just so happy for the changes that have been made in his life and where he is now with his training, and we're just going to continue until he basically tells me to go away.
Sure.
So thank you.
Thank you.
And the reason I can say that is because we love to cook. We cook too, and we come from a family that likes to cook. And the first time I came here and had a meal with you, from you, oh my, I think I talked about that for a week. Oh my God, this place is just amazing. So anyway, I'd like to introduce LaShondra.
Hello, hello.
And LaShondra, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from St. Louis. I came to Atlanta for Rock House for the whole experience and to help Larry's vision become a reality, and to help, just like I'm into customer service and communication and satisfying people.
Okay.
So in every entity of this business, that's what we do.
That's right.
I'm here at 5 a.m. in the morning. You ladies know. I talk to every member. I know them by name. I know what they like to eat. I know what services they like to get done, what day they come on. So for me, this is just something that I like to do.
You know what impressed me the most when I first came here? I hope you don't mind me asking.
Oh, no, go
What
ahead.
impressed me the most was, I remember you said this to me, and I never forgot it when I first came here to be a member here. You said, when you come in the morning, give me your breakfast order, and as soon as you're done with your class, it'll be ready for you hot.
Yeah.
And I just went, oh, I'm there. And, you know, I am there because, you know, after tequila, I told her I was going to insert her name everywhere. After her workout, you really need some protein.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just want to say that was awesome of you.
Yeah, but even with the ladies in the morning, tequila has a big crowd at 5:30, 6:30. I even tell them, like, if you come in at 5, I can have a smoothie ready, because I know a lot of women are not getting up to come work out and eat first.
Right.
So a smoothie, that's one of Tequila's suggestions. Protein shakes, a bar, a smoothie with protein in it. They go downstairs. I know a lot of these ladies have to be at work.
Right.
So I'll say, hey, are you ordering today? Oh, you'll be up at 7:30 or 7:45. You know, give them 15, 20 minutes to take their shower. You know, and they come up, it's already charged on their card, and they're ready to go out the door.
That is so wonderful. We just
So
love
it's
it.
all about customer service.
Yes, yes, we totally agree. We
Kind of a lost cause.
Yeah, you know, I love the idea of having a cafe too, because you know, we've been around, and most gyms, a lot of them have like bars, you know, like you can go sit and have a drink, or, you know, a smoothie or whatever, or you can buy those protein shakes or whatever it is you can get. But to come in, and first of all, it always smells good. Always. And when food smells good, then I know it's good. I can tell how good food is, and you know I like to cook.
Right.
Everyone knows I like to cook. So when we come in here and we smell the food, we know that it's good. And of course, we've tasted your food, and you make it to order, and it's just such a wonderful thing. So my question is, what is the most popular thing you guys have on the menu here?
For breakfast, it would be the I Am Fortified, which is a breakfast bowl, egg whites, chicken apple sausage, red peppers, onions, low-fat Monterey Jack cheese with avocado. And it's like one of the biggest breakfast items. For lunch, it would be the salmon Thai veggie bowl, which is brown rice, spinach, broccoli, red peppers, onions, and asparagus.
Wow.
With salmon or chicken.
Yeah,
depending
nice
on
combination.
We're going to have to get in the kitchen. We're going to have to fix this. I want to see that.
Yeah, and then everything on the menu is under 500 calories.
Ah.
So it all tastes good, and I think for fitness women, we're always self-conscious about what we eat after we work out.
That's right.
So if you're eating under 500 calories and the food tastes good, and I think when you say, oh, it's under 500 calories, they be like,
okay,
that's not going to taste too good.
Right.
But then I have to persuade them into getting it, like, hey, you know, you remember I got you guys with samples.
That's right, you sure did.
You got it.
You have to will them in.
Yes, you did.
So it's just a part of helping them with their steps, because it's a transformation.
Yes, it is.
So not just with your fitness, but with your food, and I think Larry just had a great concept. You know, women want to get their hair done, they want to get their nails done, they want to get a massage. We always want a massage, a facial.
That's
right. You know, we
right.
want to be pampered.
That's right.
And this is the perfect place to be pampered in.
That's right.
So I feel like when you ladies come here, that a part of my job is to make sure that you're pampered in any way.
And you do.
So I'll go out of my way. I don't care if now, you know, I can't give you a massage, but I'll try.
I'll try. That's all right. So let me just real quick, I wanted to ask her about the organic wines. So tell us just a little bit about the organic wines that you serve.
We serve white and red wines, and they're organic, and they're for our clients. So anytime you have services here, or a mimosa, we have to do peach mimosa because we're in Atlanta.
Okay.
So yeah, anytime you have a service, no matter what the service is, it's on us. So, you know, if you want wine, just have wine. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You can always have wine.
Nakato says that. 5 o'clock somewhere. And you don't even drink.
Yeah, I don't drink, but I'll have a peach mimosa.
Yeah, see?
Well, we just wanted to say thank you so much for your time and sharing everything about the cafe. And I'll definitely be back for that veggie salmon. That sounds delicious.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
And also, you know, another thing I wanted to say is thank you so much for just being so kind and generous to when people are coming in, and especially us. We just always feel comfortable, and when we see you, we know it's going to be good and something wonderful. And you're going to have something to say, and we know we're going to have a good meal.
I know I had to persuade you ladies in the beginning because you guys was like, I said, remember you used to come in the cafe and sit all the time, and I was like, are you taking Tequila's class? And you were like, oh no, we're just going to watch her. We're going to watch her. But now you're down there all the time.
Yes, and we're actually in our 20th week in her TRX class.
Oh wow!
We just finished
Great.
20 weeks. 20 weeks straight. So, LaShonda, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
And keep feeding
I
us,
enjoy
girl.
you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi, I have a two-part question. The first part is, what inspired you to start teaching?
Well, I sing jazz and blues, and I didn't want to be a fat singer. So in school, I decided to do double major and do music and physiology. So that's basically where it began.
And for me, I just wanted to give back. Always loved moving, always loved exercise, and just wanted to give something back to help people move forward in their lives through their bodies and to understand their movement. So.
What advice would you give to instructors in their freshman year?
I would say to listen and learn and to keep putting yourself in classes or people who are the best at what they do. That's how you become the best, because you want to learn from the best. That's what my advice for people in the freshman year. What do you say?
And you know, it's always moving. What I love about this business and this industry is that there's always something moving forward, but then it's always the same too. It's really interesting how it goes in a full circle.
Right.
So just to make sure people are getting their education, they're getting all their schooling, and then they're physically going through the classes and learning and doing the things that so they can get better at what they do.
I have a question. What do you suggest for people that are just starting out? For myself, I know I love to exercise, but I have one problem of already being small, so it's hard to maintain the proper weight and then get the proper exercise that I need. So what do you suggest I do for a perfect balance?
Yeah, and that is a challenge, because people that are small have to remember that they have to be fit from the inside out. They need strong heart and lungs, and their muscles and bones need to be strong. So we just recommend, of course, exercising and finding things that you like to do that keep you moving, whether it's walking or Pilates class or going swimming. And no matter what your size is, it's what's most important is your heart, keeping it strong, keeping it fit. And so I think it's just easy to find the things that you like to do that just keep you moving.
And on the nutrition side, they're able to do maybe a little bit more than the average person who's trying to lose weight. So still want to have a good, healthy diet so you can put on the muscle, because it'll be much better for her to put on muscle and easier than it is someone who's trying to lose the weight and then have their muscle. So for her, I would say definitely eat well, still exercise, but take care of yourself, because you could be something called skinny fat as well. Remember, we talked about that. So unless we know what her body composition is, that's a whole nother story. But she'll be able to do it. She just needs to get into a good routine.
For someone my age, okay, over 50, what would you suggest that I do to maintain fitness? You know, I'm not used to exercising. I've never gone into a gym. So how would you motivate me to go to a gym or motivate me to exercise and that type of thing?
Wow.
What I was thinking is, because, you know, we're over 50.
Right.
But what we do is we have to find something that you like, something that's going to get you moving, that's going to make you want to just do something and get out the door, whether it's walking or riding a bike or grabbing a friend or just something that's just going to get you moving, because you want to get your body moving first so that you can begin to burn calories.
And maybe even going back into some things they did when they were younger. Like, some people, maybe she played tennis for a while or played some type of a sport. She could start from there. But it definitely has to be something that they like, that a person likes, in order for them to want to be motivated to get the work done. They're not going to want to jump into a class with a bunch of 20-year-olds and feel comfortable, because that's just a recipe for somebody to want to walk out. So you know, find something that's going to work for her. Maybe people of likeness in the same position that she's in. Get a buddy and just get moving. But you got to start somewhere, and you got to start today.
I agree. We want to thank you so much. We are so grateful. We want to